Hello to my parasocial friends! It's taken me a little while to make this update, mainly because I've been rewriting my script based on Jenny Walters' notes, which she gave me in a previous update. I don't really want to reveal the plot, but as we know, it has a narrative where the story is circular, so the scenes repeat themselves more than once, and in the repetition it reveals more about what's going on in the story. And Jenny's major feedback was there was far too much repetition and not enough reveal. My simple fix has been to cut the scenes in two, so the first time we go through the story we see the first half, and the second time we see the second half. There's just enough overlap so you know where you are in the story again. The other note, which Jenny brutally administered, is that she didn't get the ending. Now, some people are never going to understand things. It always makes my eyes roll when I see critics saying a film is aimed at the lowest common denominator, because no matter how simple you make something, there always will be someone to misunderstand it. If you don't believe me, stand next to a door clearly labelled push for 20 minutes and see what happens. Now, I could spend ages trying to explain the significance of my script's downbeat ending, but the truth is, Jenny isn't one of these idiots screaming on internet message boards. So if she says my ending isn't clear, then it isn't clear. So I changed it. The previous ending was one which said, let bygones be bygones, but now it kind of says, it's not too late to change. I think Draft 2 is considerably better than Draft 1. As I said in my first video about first drafts, I have to rewrite everything 10 times to get it to an acceptable level. So this is all part of the process. I've given the second draft back to Jenny to reread, and to my filmmaker friend Sam Marlowe, who hasn't seen it before. I would hopefully be recording both of those interviews for later videos. My main concern now in rereading the script is this project is going to be too high a budget for my first feature film. Although there aren't that many characters and few locations, it would involve a fair amount of green screen work, which is getting easier and cheaper every year, but when it's done badly it really pisses me off. Like this scene from the rather large budgeted film Jack and Jill. They clearly filmed a real basketball game and popped Adam Sandler over the top so they didn't have to stage the action behind. But the filmmakers have used two different focal length lenses for the foreground and the background, thus making Adam Sandler stand out like a sore thumb. This movie had a $79 million budget, so I fear I may have to go back to the drawing board. But either way, I'm Scott Kingsnorth and I'm still making a movie.